Okay, but basically we're doing idioms again. And one reason I've been doing idioms a lot lately is because they're very common in everyday English. They're also common in, other areas of English. But what's important to know is that all English speakers know these phrases. So, I mean, whether it's a British person, an American person, an Australian person, I can promise you that everybody who speaks English as a first language knows these idioms. So you're going to at least want to know them because everybody knows them if you speak English. So basically, that's why I'm focusing a lot of time on idioms lately. And just keep in mind that idiom is a false cognate, false friend to like Spanish and other languages. It's idiom, it means an expression that is unique to a language. So these are expressions that cannot be translated literally. They're sayings, they're expressions. So anyways, let's get right into it. Letter A, have you ever had a bad experience that ended up being a blessing in disguise? What happened? And since we have kind of a big class, which is awesome, let's try to keep our answers like maybe like just a few sentences if possible. So Jessica, would you like to start, please, Jessica?
Hi, teacher. Yes, yes, of course.
Okay. So yeah, have
Um,
you ever had a bad experience that ended up being a blessing in disguise?
Actually, I haven't had experience yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know exactly. I think
Even though 2020 was a very difficult year, that it was a blessing in disguise in many ways. Some good things happened. Not everything was bad, right? I guess we started doing this class together. That's nice. So yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. We changed our way of thinking. A lot of things did change for the better. Some things got worse, but yeah, I agree with you. Good job, Jawida.
Thank you, sir.
Does anybody else want to try to answer this question for us? It can be about anything.
Can I participate?
Yeah, try. Who was that? Who's going?
David.
Okay, go
David.
for it, David. Yeah.
Bueno, I was thinking about when I was child,
Mm-hmm.
and I was scared when class started,
Mm-hmm.
because maybe the teacher was bad, and then I gained confidence
Mm-hmm.
before time. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like so at first, you thought school was scary or bad for some reason, but then you realized that it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, you could say that going to school was a blessing in disguise.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you could say that. And I'll talk about the meaning of this later. Does anybody else want to try to answer this question?
Yes, teacher.
Sure. Okay, Howell, can you try?
Yes, let me try. Yes, I have had a bad experience that ended up being a blessing in disguise.
Mhm.
What happened was going outside in the evening and hang out with friends.
Okay.
I thought at first place if I would go outside in the evening, something bad was going to happen.
Okay. And did it happen? Did something bad happen? That was something that was really similar for me too. losing my job because of the pandemic was a blessing in disguise, for sure, right? Same thing happened to me. I lost my job because of the pandemic, and it really was a blessing in disguise because now I have my own teaching virtual classroom, and we have class together every week, and it's awesome. And I think I have a better job now, and I think I'm happy that I don't have my old job anymore. Now I'm happy that things are changed. But when it first
Yeah.
happened, I was really sad, or like, oh my gosh, this isn't fair, like, oh my, I
Yeah.
hate this. But no, it really was a blessing in disguise. So
Yes.
same thing for me.
And that was a blessing for us because now you are our teacher. So that is good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. Right. If the expression starts with an article or a preposition or something else, then, you're not going to change it. But especially be aware of verbs, because all the same rules apply. So, of course, we have more than 4 people. I wish that everybody could get a chance, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to choose 4 people. But if we need help, I'll go and get help from people. So let's go. How about we'll start with Louisen. Can you try number 1 and just please read it to us, and please try to fill in the blank?
Okay, don't tell him what happened last night. If he finds out, um, if he finds out, he'll get bent out of shape.
Correct. Please finish reading. Yeah, good. He'll get bent out of shape. And can you read the last sentence in blue, please?
Okay, he loses his temper easily.
Yeah, he loses his temper easily. Correct. Get bent out of shape. And what does it mean to get bent out of shape? Anybody can answer.
Angry. He was angry.
Yeah,
Or
he'll
he is.
get angry. He'll become upset. So get bent out of shape is upset or angry. Yes, very good. Correct. How about okay, Jessica, number 2, please. Number 2, please, Jessica.
Yes, I can stand when people beat around the bush in meetings. Don't waste our time. Don't waste our time. Just say what you need to say.
Yeah, very good. I can't stand when people beat around the bush in meetings. Just say what you need to say. So good. Beat around the bush. That's when you're not being direct with your speaking. You're not saying it straightforward. Directly. You're just, for whatever reason, you're not being direct or clear with what you're saying. There's many reasons why someone would beat around the bush when they're talking. Maybe they did something bad and they don't want you to know, or something like that. Or maybe they just, I don't know. But yeah, so if someone is beating around the bush, they are not being clear and direct when they're telling their story. So good job.
Thanks, teacher.
Number 3, let's go with how about David, please?
It's been a month since arrived in Jeddah, and a blessing in disguise. I can't wait to say what the next 3 months have in store.
Not really. No, it could be, but try the other one.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you please read the first
Okay.
sentence again?
It's been a month since I arrived in Jeddah, and so far, so good. I can't wait to see what the next 3 months have in store.
Yeah, very good. So far, so good. I mean, it just means like up until now, everything is okay. So far, so good. So, like, imagine that you go to Saudi Arabia and you go to the city of Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, and it's been a month since you arrived. 1 month, your first month there. After 1 month, so far, so good, right? Like, up until now, everything is okay. So good, excellent. And how about, let's go to Howell. Can you please try number 4, Howell?
Okay, thank you, teacher. Honestly, it turning out to be a blessing disguise. There was definitely a silver lining at the end.
Yeah, very good, right? Very good. Yes, there was a silver lining at the end. A silver lining is like similar to a blessing in disguise. It's a very similar expression. It's also an idiom. A silver lining is like it's very similar to a blessing in disguise. It means that this is bad, but even though it's really bad, there's like one good thing about it. So that's a silver lining. Like, the pandemic is really bad. It's terrible, but one silver lining is that we can have class together and get to know each other. That's a silver lining that we even, yeah, of the pandemic. So